In 1923, BMW Motorrad was founded. And quite appropriately, in 2013, they launched a model with a designation BMW RnineT. Now that bike has gained quite a following to the point of near cult status, and different models and different interpretations have come about. And now in 2021, we have an interpretation by the factory, very exclusive and a limited edition, which we're going to have a look at today. Since the early 90s, when Ducati brought out the Ducati Monster, this type of motorcycle became very popular and gathered quite a following. And the bike I'm talking about is like this cruiser, commuter / scrambler. It's like a poser bike. It's naked, no fairings. It's not a super bike. You're not cranked over. You're sitting upright, wide handlebars, and just a fantastic bike to commute on and not getting fatigued. Now, one of the biggest reasons these bikes became so popular, it is because it's a perfect canvas to customize your bike. And most of us bikers, this is like our girlfriend, and we want to customize it, make it our own, personalize it. And Ducati had many options putting it in. And if you look, the trend continued, and Moto Guzzi, which we did some previous episodes on the carbon and races, they have an accessories catalog for their V7 range with over 70 different parts in that to customize and personalize it. Triumph has the Bonneville rendering. So most manufacturers have their poser bike, if you want to call it, this type of cafe race cruiser. And BMW then appropriately brought out the RnineT, and that was to celebrate their 90-year birthday. Founded in 1923, so 2013, 90-year-old company. That particular RnineT that was launched in 2013 was meant to commemorate their 90-year anniversary, and it was made in a black with a white pinstriping, very reminiscent of the bikes of the 20s, 30s and 40s that BMW had. They all had these hand-painted white pinstriping, and it really was a homage to the past of the BMW range. Now that RnineT quickly gained a following and borderline cult status, and everybody started customizing it and really making it their own. There was custom shops. They had competitions with it. And then even BMW brought out different variations on the RnineT model, such as the RnineT Racer, then the RnineT Scrambler. And in 2021, they brought a limited edition custom bike of their own. And that is what we have here in front of us. It is the 2021 BMW RnineT Urban GS Edition 40. So just like the original RnineT with a black and white pinstriping, evoking memories of those early bikes from the 20s and 30s, paying homage to that. Now this GS edition is supposed to evoke memories of the original GSs. And the original GS was launched in 1980 as a gentleman scrambler, as an R80 GS. Now if you look at the silhouette of this bike and you look at this RnineT GS Urban Edition, you'll see with a little screen and that, you'll agree with me that the silhouette, they done a really good job. You can really see that bike in this. And then the color scheme comes from the later model, the R100 GS, which was made in these yellow and black colors, which became very iconic and got the nickname Bumblebee. So between those R80 and R100 GS, I think they've done an awesome job, and it is a super sexy bike, and it evokes those memories of the early GSs. And it's a perfect way to celebrate 40 years of GS that has been sent all over the world. From Africa to Asia, you will find BMW GSs everywhere. And this is the perfect way for BMW to celebrate that. Now, having a look at this bike in more detail, it is based on the BMW RnineT Scrambler. And being 2021, one of the most important things to note here is that this motor is now Euro 5 emissions compliant. And again, BMW did an awesome job. They only lost 1 horsepower. Original one being 110 horsepower. This is now 109 horsepower. And you will see it on the heads that it's slightly different to the original one. And what's really nice with this GS edition, it's got the 719 custom machined heads on it as standard. And going to the wheels, being based on the Scrambler and GS edition, very appropriately the laced spoked wheels, and the gold channels is really a beautiful option and highlights the yellow. Front being a 19-inch wheel, back being a 17-inch wheel. It's also fitted with these Scrambler studded tires, and motor, as mentioned, 109 horsepower, 116 Newton meters, 6-speed box, traditional shaft drive on the right hand side. Exhaust on this side being the high exhaust Akrapovics as standard, based on the Scrambler version. Now with the color scheme, you've got this little fly screen in front reminiscent of the R80, your front mudguard screen, tank, it's all black with yellow accents. The GS over here, you have your 40 years GS badge, your 1200, this being an 1170cc motor. You've got your yellow handguards in front as standard. Your clock up front is a single clock analog speedo with a small little digital display for your rider modes. You're having rain and road modes as standard. You've got your nice little BMW logo in there. Your seat is the yellow and black two-tone with the nice GS embroidery on the back, and just all round fantastic BMW German finishing on this bike. Again, we have to give a big thank you to BMW Motorrad, four ways behind me, because they always invite us and let us play and see and review the latest toys coming onto their showroom floor. And this bike being a limited edition by BMW, sure to be a future icon and a collectible, being the new Millennium Bumblebee. I hope you enjoyed this review with us, and remember to click like and subscribe and follow us.